the doctors and the nurses, therapists that were there attending Ty were absolutely wonderful. And one situation where Ty was in the hospital over in Bagram Air Force Base, and they were doing surgery on Ty, trying to prepare him for a return to Germany and into the States. Alan and I and all the family were concerned about him being there by himself and maybe, leaving us with nobody there that he even knew or could be close to him during this time. And as it turned out, when we found out or heard from the surgeons in Bagram, there was a guy that was walking into the hospital just out of chance. It happened to be one of Ty's, was it OCS classmates, Ty? One of his infantry officers course guys that he had known earlier in his career that walked by Ty as they were wheeling him into the operating room and recognized Ty. And he stayed there with Ty the whole time he was there. Now, when Ty got ready to leave Bagram, who flew Ty back from Bagram? One of my cousin's family happened to be a pilot on the medevac airplane that flew Ty from Bagram to Germany. And then on the flight from Germany to Bethesda, one of the same pilots from Ty's birthplace in Brandon, Mississippi, flew him there. So we had all these connections all along the way of people that had known either us, Anna, or Ty somewhere that were there with him and carried him. When Anna arrived at Germany, who was there to meet her? Renee Jepson from Bluffstown, Florida. And one of her friends, Jane Preston, a Marine. And while Renee and Jane were in Germany with Anna, 2 calls Debbie and I, while we were sitting there in the middle of the night, worrying about, did Anna get to Germany? And is Ty okay? Did he make the flight okay? In walks Rhett Gibson from Bluffstown, and he gets on the phone and sits with us. He and his mother sat with us and called all over the world and informed us what this does. Well, something that side of the world. And then after that, Ty gets to Tampa, Florida, and he starts having therapy. And lo and behold, one of his occupational therapists happens to be a kid from Brandon, Mississippi, where Ty was born and lived until, how long did it? 2nd grade. And turns out she and Ty had the same 2nd grade teacher. And she and Ty have a bond to this day. And they found out that the 2nd grade teacher that Ty had always made her students learn how to spell anti-disestablishmentarianism. I don't know whether that's the way you pronounce it or not. I certainly can't spell it. But they were talking and discussing the teacher that they had, and about the same time, and I happened to be there when this happened. About the same instant, both of them said, "Did you have to learn how to spell anti-disestablishmentarianism?" So, you can, these things happen. When they happen repeatedly like this, these connections that things are okay and things are going to be all right. And Ty is going to be all right. and he improves daily. There are Mariana connections that are tying in as best friends down there. There's Mike and Linda Stewart that have adopted Ty and Anna when I can't be there and Debbie can't be there and Anna's folks can't be there. We know that Mike and Linda are there for us. And we appreciate so much, what they're doing. When Ty's unit that he was with in Afghanistan, Ty was a member was a commanding officer of a 23-member, what they call embedded training team, and their mission was to train the Afghan National Army, I guess a battalion strength Afghan Army group, how to fight the Taliban and all of the other enemies that they might be fighting over there. And I was so excited about his unit getting to come home, because Ty didn't have but about a month and a half left there when he was wounded. So I was telling Anna what a wonderful thing it was for him to come home. And Anna reminded me that, yeah, Papa, it's wonderful for him to come home, but it's always a bittersweet homecoming, because we know that every time one group comes home, there's another group that has to go places. So let's all remember that about our service men and women. And let's always keep them all in our prayers, because they deserve it. They're doing a wonderful, brave thing out there to protect this country and keep us free. Ty wants me to let you know that he's going to be okay, that he has no regrets. And he would do it all over again, because he knows he would do it right. Thank you all for all your love, your prayers, and support.